Hey there, it's Rika. Um, Having a little bit of a intimate vlog type of thing about life after trauma. Um, so I guess it's about PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, which can rise its ugly head at any time after you've lived through a significant trauma in your life. Um, I know I can go for quite some time without having to deal with or suffer with the effects of trauma, but when it does arrive, it really throws you for a six. So I'm here to suffer and hopefully help other people who are in a similar situation. Um, I've had many traumas in my life, but I think the most significant um, happened about 2.5 years ago, I think. Try to forget it. A bit over 2.5 years ago, and um, yeah, it was a big one. Um, it took place in my flat, and I was held hostage by what used to be a friend. Leading up to the incident, I was trying to get an intervention order and sort of get things under control because they were spiraling out of control at a rapid rate. And yeah, he ended up taking me hostage in my own flat. Um, I was physically and sexually hurt, and also had to flee what I thought he was going for a knife to finish what he started. And um, that's had a huge impact on my life, um, mainly in the area of trust and physical trust, and left me thinking, who can you let in, who can you let out? This person used to be a friend of mine. Well, I thought was a friend, but clearly had some obsessive traits. And if he couldn't have me, then no one could have me at all. Um, So he was quite controlling and scary, a bit of a narcissist. And I came out of there battered and bruised, and not only physically but emotionally. And sometimes I wouldn't think anything had happened, like I feel fine, but other times I just can't settle. Um, Sort of a physical anxiety, not really thinking about the trauma, but I mean, in a kind of traumatized state, and I can't think of much else to do but to talk about it. I don't often talk about it. Um, um, but it's had a huge impact on my life and past traumas, like had a few childhood sexual abuse incidences, and things like your parents divorcing. Can't really think of all of the things right now, but I know. I guess I kind of sometimes get into a state where I think maybe I just shouldn't have been born at all. Just had one of those lives where it's just sort of been one thing after the other, and each been building a brick wall of mistrust and isolation and being afraid of people, and Um, Not trusting is the biggest thing. And yeah, you relive the trauma um, in your head over and over. But tonight I'm kind of, it's blocked out mentally, but I'm feeling physically affected by it. Um, yeah. So there's all sorts of tricks that you can do, like have a cup of tea and go to the beach, and I don't know. All those things seem to sort of mean nothing when you're in the midst of a horrible um, emotional state. Um, I did a video earlier on relationships, how I went on a date, and that was the first time I have ever since that incident. And I guess it might have brought up a few things. The way that ended, like because it was in my house, and I felt like I was in that situation again where I just really was uncomfortable and needed that person to go. Um, and they totally disrespected what I said, and um, yeah, went to kiss my neck. Like in the original trauma, I asked the person to go. They need to go, and he stood up and just went no, and like yelled no, and um, yeah, from that point on, it was just him dictating to me what to do, when to do it. I tried to go to the bathroom because after he beat me up, I said I'm going to throw up. And I tried to go to the toilet to throw up, and he followed me in there, and there was just no getting away from this person who I think was had set out to physically and sexually harm me and to kill me. Um, and ever since then, a really weird things happened in my head. Like before that day, I never really thought about death that much. I was just sort of living my life, and a little bit carefree, a little bit, never thought of death. But during the whole hostage situation, all I could think about was my family, and how they were going to find me um, dead in my flat. It's stabbed to death, and um, that's what made me um, more eager than ever to survive that situation and eventually run to freedom, even though I was half naked. Um, but yeah, ever since then, I can't stop thinking about death. Like, when am I going to die? And what's wrong with me? Like, I get weird physical illnesses. Like, always thinking about, oh, when am I gonna die? Is it gonna be tomorrow? Is it gonna be in 3 days? Is it gonna be in 10 years? Got a bit of an obsession with death because I came so close to it. Um, I realized just how scary life can be, and how easy it is to just be gone like that. Like, just someone can take your life from you um, that easily. And um, yeah, it's made every moment and everything I do quite precious, and but also this horrible fear of death. Um, I get like locked up in my face when I talk about this. It's like all this emotion runs into my face and gets a bit puffy and stuff on some of my videos. I've got a puffy face because there's so much going on that I feel like my head's gonna actually blow up. And yeah, every time I talk about it, that never used to happen either to me, like that sensation of your head being so full of stuff and emotion that it's gonna blow up. Like, so yeah, PTSD is a horrible thing to live with. Not all the time, but when it's peaking at its peak, it's just horrible. Like, nothing can take your attention off it. Like, I tried to watch TV last night. No. I think I watched TV and it was a show where there was death, like, happening everywhere. I just think maybe the beach tomorrow. Um, it was definitely a turning point where I cut myself off from people emotionally. Um, the first thing I did was make amends with my family after that trauma because I was a bit drifted away a bit from my family. And I also moved location and um, have an intervention order now. He went to jail but got out on bail, and his court case was supposed to be in May, but because of COVID, it's been put up to whenever. No idea when the court case is going to be. I was that traumatized that I couldn't even go to the court case. I had to give video evidence and be cross-examined by video because I was just so broken, just so I I didn't even know who the prime minister was. Like I went for an independent psych evaluation, and I didn't even know who the prime minister was, and just this whole intense evaluation. I had no idea what was going on, and it was like I was on another planet. And for 2 years after that event, I was walking around like a zombie. Like I just didn't know what was going on, and I barely remember those 2 years after. It's only in the last 6 months that I've really come to, and yeah. So that's vlog number one about PTSD. I didn't think I'd bring it with me to this channel from my other channel, but I think I was far too mad on my other channel. I was just crazy. I didn't know what was really going on, so I raised that, and this is like just the real deal. What what goes on? Um, I'm sure if you've lived through a trauma of your own, you know the deal. How it pretty much wrecks your life. And you kind of think, how dare someone take that away from you? And also, traumas don't have to be physical or sexual traumas or emotional traumas. It can be losing a loved one, like someone passing away, or um, there's there's car trauma, car accidents. There's accidents in general that traumatize people. At least I'm in one piece. Some people have had some horrible road accidents and um, farm accidents and the like, where they've been horribly traumatized physically and spent times, a long time in hospital healing from that. And that's just the physical bit. Um, the psychological bit's the one that really challenges. So I'm going to go now because I'm, I'm a little bit all over the shop, and I don't want to repeat what I did on my other channel and just go completely off kilter. So I want to stick to point. and just be real. And hopefully, I'll catch you soon with another entry. I didn't know I'd get so overwhelmed. um, but yeah, I'm not always like this, but yeah, it really does hit hard. So to all you troops out there, um, keep going. Hey, be good to yourself, be kind, and be most importantly, go gently. Go gently on yourself. All right, take care.